bear with me as I get everything ready. I just want to make sure the video is recording. Okay. Yep. Okay. So today I'm recording the video for the March Coffee and Cards. We're using the stamp set or the bundle. Hey Birthday Chick. So this is in the January to June mini catalog, and the dies are not, but you can still purchase them. You can purchase the stamp set, you can purchase the dies, or you can bundle it together and save 10%. And I'll have it linked. I'll put a link to it in this video. Then if you signed up for Coffee and Cards, you get a PDF which tells you all the supplies I use and all the measurements and everything. Okay. So today we're going to be making these 4 cards. So we're going to start with this one. Pull out my cinnamon cider ink and Granny Apple Green. I did not, I try to get most things out ahead of time, but I forgot a couple things, so bear with me. Okay, so let's do the stamp. Let's stamp our chick. Some of this I pre-cut, but some of it I did not. So first thing we need to do is stamp our chicken, sorry, in Memento Black ink, just like this. Okay, and then we're going to use our mini cut and emboss machine. Let me pull it in here. Hopefully, I struggle with this one. I prefer my big one. I don't know why. It's just something weird. I know. I like the little one. I like that it's little. It's convenient to take with you. I forgot to pull the dies I'm going to be using today. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to cut this out. I'm not sure why I struggle with this one, but sometimes I will start to use it and I have trouble getting it to go. And I'll just get aggravated and pull out my big one. But I'm looking forward to taking this one to classes once I go back to having in-person classes. Plus, it doesn't take up a lot of room on my desk when I'm working, and it fits in the video better. And it worked this time, so I didn't have to struggle at all there. Okay. Ugh. So there's our chicken. So we need to also cut out one of the little chicks for our card. And I'm cutting it out of Bumblebee cardstock. Okay. Okay, so now I can lay my, set that out of the way for a little bit because we'll need it again, I'm sure. Okay, so there's our little chick. I cut out the fence. Bear with me. I love my chamois. Okay, so next up, let's grab everything, all the pieces and parts. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is score, or fold my card base on the score line. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to layer. This is cinnamon cider cardstock, and then I took the cinnamon cider. This is the In Color 6x6 Designer Series paper pack, and then I cut it down. So the cinnamon cider is 4 by 5 1/4. And the Designer Series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. So it fits perfectly even like that. Okay. Then we're going to pull out our scrap paper. I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green and our blending brush. And I'm just going to blend it on this white piece of paper, and I'll measure it when we're done so I can give you that measurement in case you want it and wanted to recreate this card. Okay, so there's that done. Let me find my ruler. So it is 1.5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so we're going to layer it toward the bottom down here. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to go in with our fence. Okay, and our fence is going to be in the grass. And then we can put our little chick on there because he's in front of the fence. Okay, so we're going to come in with our Daffodil Delight blends. And then we need, I'm going to pull out the Real Red, the light Real Red, to do the little thing that hangs down, and the little doohickey on top. Then I'm going to pull in the light pumpkin pie for the beak. Okay. And then we're going to take the light Daffodil Delight and I'm just outlining the whole chicken, hen, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll come back in with the brush in and color. Okay. Oh, I forgot to cut a piece, didn't I? I forgot to cut the little seed sack out. So we're going to need to cut it out of Whisper or Basic White. That's a hard one to get used to. I mean, I've switched the colors, but it's kind of hard to get used to saying the Basic White. Oh, sorry if I bumped the camera. Okay, so we have our little feed sack. Sorry about that. I dropped my plates. So for the feed, what did I do with my, let me pull out one of these. I'm going to use my cinnamon cider and blending brush. You don't have to have a blending brush for each color. They say. That's totally your choice. You can, these actually, they say, clean up very well. I could easily cut this out of cinnamon cider, but I didn't want it as dark. So while I have the ink open, let's pull in my circle, and we're using Best of Cluck, and we're just going to stamp it in cinnamon cider in the middle, just like that. Sorry, I try to straighten up as I go so that I don't have a huge mess at the end, for one, and for two, I don't want to have, I need the room, the space to let everything have room to work. Okay, so I'm just gluing all my pieces. You could totally pop this up with dimensionals, any of this up with dimensionals. So this is our first card. Okay. Let me put my dies back on my magnet so I don't lose them. Okay, so that's card 1. So now we're going to move on to this one. This is card 2. Okay. So let's fold our card base first. Okay. And okay. Okay, so then we have, this is the Bumblebee, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. I prefer to do white card bases when I make cards, because then you don't have to worry about if you want to stamp on the inside of it or to write your message. It's already white, so it's perfect. You can just go ahead and do it. Okay, so next up, we're going to stamp. Pull this in, and where did I do with my... Losing my mind. Okay, so there we go. We're going to stamp this up, ink this up in Memento Black. Okay, and we're going to line it up and stamp it on there. Good. While we have the ink open, I'm going to take my little piece and I'm going to stamp happy birthday toward one side. There we go, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to bring my paper snips in, and I'm just going to cut that at an angle, just like that. Okay, so I brought in the die. I'm going to bring that in real quick. Oh, bear with me. My plates. And I forgot to pull the paper. That's okay, here it is. I'm just going to pull a piece of the Designer Series paper from this pack. But I want it to be, I'm doing it in, excuse me, Misty Moonlight. And we're just going to cut the balloon. I don't need the whole thing. I just want the balloon so I can layer it on top. See what I mean? I have so much trouble with this. Maybe it's just something I did wrong that time. I was doing pretty good. I was kind of excited. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. So we just need our little balloon. Okay. Let's see now. So I'm going to glue the balloon on to my string, just like, oh, let's trim a little bit off of that tail. There we go. So we'll just do it just like that. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to bring in the light pumpkin pie for the beak. Oop. I like the fine end. So we're going to use it for the beak. Sorry about that noise if you heard it. I think my husband is in doing laundry in the laundry room, butts up against my door, my wall. Okay, and then we're going to use the light real red for her combs on top. Okay, and then we're going to bring in the light crumb cake, and we are going to, that one's not working. Let's try the dark crumb cake. This chick will just be darker. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, we're just going to have a little bit darker chicken on this one. When we were growing up, we used to have chickens. You had to chase them in when it started to get dark so that they would roost in their, like they ran free on the farm until then. Okay, so now we're going to use dimensionals, okay, to pop this up. Okay. Okay, so layer that in the center. Make sure it's straight. And then we're just going to put this right there. Just line it up, and there you go. There's card number 2. Okay, so next up is card 3. Okay, this one is pretty simple. It's a few layers. Okay, so this one we're using Magenta Madness. I love the new in color. We're gonna get new in colors starting when our new catalog comes out. There'll be another set of new in colors. So the in colors with the Seaside Spray, Pretty Peacock, Rocora Rose, Terracotta Tile, and Purple Posy, those ones will be on the retiring list tomorrow. If there's something you want, the ink pads, the paper, whatever it is, if you want it, don't wait to get it, because they will sell out really fast when they go on sale tomorrow, or when they go on the retired list tomorrow. I will be sending out an email to all my email subscribers with the retired list. So if you're not a subscriber to my email list, you want to head over to my blog and get signed up so that you don't miss out on the retired list. I'll post it on my Facebook group also, so everybody will see it. I just don't want you to miss out on something, because once it goes on once the retired list comes out, things will start selling really fast, and we just don't know how, and it's simply while supplies last. The items will be while supplies last. Usually the stamp sets stay longer, because but the dies and stuff like that will sell out really fast. So I'm coloring the chicken with the cinnamon cider blends. Okay. I love all of our blends. I wish we had them in every color. We're getting more, but they seem to bring out more and more. But I just want them to. We don't have Bumblebee, but I'm going to use the Bumblebee marker and color the top of my cupcake. There we go, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to use the adhesive and attach these. And bring my card back in, and then I'm just going to layer this. There's card 3, and this one is our last card. I package up the card kits for anybody who orders the coffee and cards, and then I pack up an extra one so that I can do the video. So this is our card base. I'm going to lay it to the side. And I have 4 strips, and these are all cut at 1 inch by 3 3/4. And you can do them in any order you want. There's really no rhyme or reason how I did mine. But I alternated the patterns a little bit so that it would be so that they wouldn't be the same ones beside each other, like all polka dots or whatever. Okay, and then in the dies there is a, let me see if I can find my poker tool. There's a die that says happy birthday, and I cut it out with basic black, and so now I'm just punching out those little pieces, and I'm going to attach it. You could use liquid glue if you wanted. I just use snail. Okay, and then I did not cut my circles, which is fine. I'm going to get my stitch shapes. Okay, so here we go. I have 2 sets of the stitch shapes, so I can cut 2 out at one time. So that's just because of doing classes and stuff, it just saves me some time. So I'm just going to pull both of the little ones. It's the littlest circle on the stitch shaped, and we need 3 of them for this card. Okay, so there's this. Okay, run it through, and then we'll have to do one more time to get all 3. Okay, so let's do it once more with this. Ooh, my grid paper is not making this easy. Okay, so there's that. Put that out of the way. Put these back on the magnet so I don't lose them. Okay, so next up, we are going to take our Memento ink and we're going to stamp our little chick in each circle. Okay, and hope I don't mess up since I only got 3 circles. There we go. So I'm going to come back in with my Bumblebee marker. Oh wait, let me find my pumpkin pie marker. I'm just going to use my markers on this one. So I need to color the beaks. And I'm going to color their legs, all in orange. Okay. Then I'm going to color all my little chickies in Bumblebee. Bumblebee is one of my favorite colors right now. Not sure why. I'm in love with this set of in colors. I'm excited to see what the new ones will be, but I'm glad we have another year with this set. I'm glad that Stampin' Up! Does them for 2 years at a time. I'll miss the pretty peacock. It's a beautiful color, and I will so miss that color. But, so I colored 2 of the hats in magenta. Oh, there went my lid. Okay. I colored 2 of them with pink hats, the Magenta Madness, and then 1 of them in the Just Jade. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to, I'm going to add this to my card base, the card front to my card base real quick. And just like that. And then I'm going to use dimensionals. I just need 1 on each. Okay. And I'm just going to pop these up with dimensionals. So we have pink and pink. And we'll put the green one in the middle. Okay, that is it. So those were our cards for Coffee and Cards. Okay. And so if you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a message, comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.